Do you hear that? It's coming closer.
Same as always, sir? I habitually queried of the wispy man at my counter. The deep blue flannel look was new, but everything else about him was carved from a solid block of routine. The same haircut that failed to cover the bald spot on his head, the same mug-encrusted work boots, and the same patient smile hidden behind his oxygen tubes. All of them adorned him neatly. He nodded as I placed the anticipated 2 gallons of milk, 24-pack of beer, and pack of cigarillos on the counter. I didn't bother counting the money he handed me, as it was always the exact change.
I don't suppose I could convince you to help me carry my items to my cab tonight. Could I, Sonny?
He asked, despite knowing my response. You know as well as I do, sir. The company policy prohibits the sole employee from leaving the station. It's a security risk. Besides, I would hate to cause any undue delay for the next people in line, I said, motioning to the husky woman and towering blonde man in my line. Unhelpfully, both customers waved me on, signaling they didn't mind the wait. I'm sorry, but I must insist on not leaving the store, I said.
Didn't anyone raise you right?
The blonde man asked, his muscled physique almost pouncing in indignation.
What do you have against helping an old man?
Nothing at all, sir, but rules exist for a reason. I'm truly sorry. Please, trust me when I say that he's capable of getting to his car without my help, I said.
Do they train you in rudeness here?
The woman at my counter asked.
Sir, I would be happy to help you once I am done checking out,
she said to the elderly gentleman.
Menthol 100s in the blue box, 2 of your $3 scratch tickets, and a pint of your cheapest vodka,
she ordered curtly. May I see some identification, miss? Her glasses slid down her nose as she lowered her crow's feet encircled eyes at me.
Does it look like I'm underage?
She countered. No ma'am, but I must card every person who comes through here as a matter of policy, I politely defended.
Not that either of us need to be carded, but you didn't card him,
she said, pointing to the elderly gentleman. I am aware of that, ma'am, but please trust me that I have every intention of being as helpful as possible to the people who frequent here. Just bear with me and I will have you on your way. Purchases in tow, I pleaded.
I don't have time for this. The meter is running,
the elderly man complained as he shuffled out the door.
Just catch up as soon as you can help me, and I'll start on my way, ma'am.
Does watching an old man barely able to carry his groceries make you feel powerful?
The blonde man inquisited.
What type of sick, uncaring prick would do that?
No, sir. I'm trying my best to get everyone checked out in an orderly fashion. If you would please wait your turn, I'll make sure that everything's running smoothly.
If you think you could pull your head out of your ass long enough to cure your terminal dipshittery, put 20 on pump 5. If it is not ready when I get back, I will call whoever your supervisor is supposed to be, no matter what hour it is, and you can explain your cruel incompetence to them,
the man yelled. His light blonde brow was nearly invisible in the deep purple hue of his face as he tossed his payment in my direction, before heading out the door to assist the old man. Sir, what grade of fuel do you want? I called after him, hoping to distract or delay. After he left, I returned my attention to the woman at my counter. I am truly, extremely sorry for the delay, but if you will watch out the window, you will know as much as I know. Eyebrow raised, she humored my request as I focused on processing the transaction. I didn't need to watch or to be convinced of anything. I already knew his fate. The blonde man chatted with the elderly gentleman while escorting him back to his turquoise taxi, parked at the street corner, just as it was every night. Despite the glances the blonde man shot in my direction, I could only pity him, for he only had about 7 steps left. I winced at the 6th step, and watched the blonde man as he was nearly folded in two with a swift, calculated grab into the taxi. The door was closed before he could even make a sound. "Turn away now, ma'am," I advised. Unresponsive, she stared blankly as the elderly man nodded at us from his seat. For the slightest of moments, his smile sharpened into a gaunt, mocking taunt, the delight in his eyes reflected in the frost on the car window. Steadying herself on the counter, the woman just stared at me as if asking a question. "If you want an explanation as to what that old man is, I can't give you that. All I know is that the last 4 attendants disappeared in the middle of the night without so much as locking up the station," I explained. "Lucky for me, I'm the one they hired to be a stickler for the rules."